Yeah.
We're live.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Father's Day Live, the podcast that is live streaming on Facebook and YouTube. We are two stay-at-home dads. We're two touring comedians, and we love both jobs. And we're here to hang out with you. I would love to introduce my co-host today, Mr. Erik Rivera of Super White HBO. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I think you're giving too much info in the intro.
What? What? It might be.
This doesn't feel right when you do it.
Oh, I'm working on it. It's a work in progress.
There people are watching on Facebook and YouTube. You don't have to tell them where it's streaming because they're already watching.
Oh, cool. I'm just practicing for when it's a podcast, and it's it'll be available on audio plus the live stream. So
all right, so let me give you an intro then. Then you guys know my co-host. He tours all over the country. Originally from San Diego, he has his own show down there called The Tipsy Crow. Give it up. It's not called. It's at the Tipsy Crow. They call it gas lamp, gas lighting, gas lit.
Wow. Wow, we are best friends. We got to work with
it, dude. Everybody.
Hey. Today's going to be a special episode. This is our first time having a guest.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
He texted me. He's got the link. He's wrapping up his podcast, and he's going to come over here and jump on ours. So super excited. We've got topics to talk to him about. Being a dad. Wow, doesn't even know the name of the show. I didn't Joseph. I don't know the name. I know Mal's name. I know it's in San Diego. I know how to type it into the GPS and get there. I don't know the full. It's the Gas Lamp Show. The Gas Lamp
comedy show. Yeah.
Boom.
Boom.
I know what's up. I wanted to talk to you because I know I brought it out. I talked about it last week. Remember we were talking about getting the kids costumes, and I was like, "Yo, when I get my kids a costume, I go the full all in." Because I remember that costume. Dude, I remember dressing up as Superman, and it was like a belt, a towel, and like tighty whities. Like that was the costume. So when my kid's like, "Yo, I want to be Spider-Man," I go, "Okay, you're gonna be Spider-Man." So I just wanted to show because I think people think I'm kidding about this.
Wow.
All in. Now don't look at the Asian flip-flops he's got going on there.
Yeah. I was gonna say, did my mom tell him how to wear the flip-flops? Flip-flops socks. I love it. That's legit Peter Parker in a rainstorm, dude.
Yeah, it comes over, it zips it's not that plastic right there. No, I go all in on costumes. Like the Riveras, we go all in costumes.
Is that how you take your son outside of the house because of COVID? So it's like, yo, you got to wear a mask, son. I'm sorry. And then he puts on the full Spider-Man.
That should be, dude. That should be. But no, we take costumes and Halloween series. I know you don't do it, but we do. Just to go to show you, like we do the family costume thing. Boom. We were the Ghostbusters.
Oh, I thought you guys were like a contracting company, like painters.
That's what we're doing. That's what we.
That's legit, man. I like it.
Julian, what?
Did Katie make the gun, the ghost thing, or you bought that too?
We bought legit costumes, and because of my childhood, I'm like, yo, we're getting the official costume. She's got the official Ghostbusters with the all-female reboot costume, and we've got the official male. Like mine was, I think it was Venkman, and he was the other guy. I forget. Yeah. Mom made me a homemade Joker back in the day and sent me a photo today. Ooh. Joseph, please email us.
Email that photo right now, Joseph. I want to see it. I'm pulling up the email. I want to show that picture. Email it right now.
Yeah, dude, we go all out. Dude, I remember one year, I can't find that picture. I would have brought it up, but he wanted to be superheroes.
Okay.
Like, boom, we're going to do superheroes. I dressed up like Superman. Julian dressed up as Batman. Maddox was a baby. We dressed him up as Robin. We found like a toddler Robin costume. Yo, no, we forgot that all female superhero costumes.
Oh yeah.
Feeling. it like Katie looking for a costume was the funniest thing. She was like, "Wait, none of these female superheroes have sleeves or turtlenecks or long skirts?" Nope.
No. In order for females to fight crime, they have to be wearing some sort of leotard and heels.
Dude, she like first of all, like if you Google like Wonder Woman costume first, like you get like a couple like Halloween, and then it veers off into like sexy, and it's like
yeah,
you can go trick-or-treating with the cleavage all out like that.
That's what you said?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, you can't like no, because we were going like other parents and stuff, so it's like, yeah, you can't wear that.
What's up, neighbor? I'm just here to fight crime.
Yeah. So wait, was Halloween not a thing growing up for you?
So we grew up in the country, and because of that, it's not like we didn't grow up in a suburb where we could go trick-or-treating, like walk from house to house. Like the next house is, half a mile down the road. So we're not trick-or-treating. There's coyotes outside. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then later on as an adult, I didn't have that foundation from childhood.
Right.
And so I just wasn't in it. To me, it was just a party where people get to cover their whole face with a mask. I don't like that. It freaks me out. And so I just don't really.
Well, you don't have to cover your whole face. You could just have a costume.
Yeah, but everybody else has their face covered, and that freaks me out, dude.
Why does
I don't like it. I just don't like it. Halloween is like it's Vegas of holidays. That's when people just act as wild as they can, just because they can, and they're disguised. We have no idea who did it. So
wait. So if Kalino gets older and wants to celebrate, you're not gonna dress him up?
No, I'm sure we'll dress him up. We'll do the same thing that you're doing, but I'm not excited about it. You know what I mean?
That doesn't make. Dude, you could be whoever you want to be.
Yeah, you know who I want to be? Me.
Here, I'm going to show you one more. All right, so we didn't always celebrate Halloween because I think I've told you about my upbringing where, at first we were Jehovah's Witnesses. So, we went through a bunch of different phases where, we didn't celebrate. But there was one year my mother took me to Guatemala, right? And I'm going to regret showing you this. So my Guatemalan cousins wanted to dress up. But again, the same thing. They didn't have money. In Guatemala, right. It's a third world country. They didn't have money. But in their heads, they wanted to be Raggedy Ann. They wanted to be Raggedy Ann dolls. So my mom has always had this thing where she goes, I can make it. But the problem is my mom is not a seamstress. So she made all of us into Raggedy Ann dolls. All right. I have to preface it because if you don't know what you're looking at, you're like, that is the creepiest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Let's see
All
it.
right. You ready?
Let's see it.
Look at my face, dude. Look at my face.
Wait, are you on the far right?
I'm the far right. That my mother made that Halloween costume for all. She thought we all look like Raggedy Ann dolls. She took that picture. You could see how upset I am. On my
you guys first of all, the baby's the only one that seems happy with it. The rest of you guys look like you're about to be like possessed by some kind of demon and go haunt people for real. That's scary.
By the way, I love that our guest has arrived on this moment, so let's bring him in, dude. Oh, I gotta pull that picture down because I don't want to hear. Guys, you know him, super funny guy. Netflix is The Degenerate season 2 streaming now. Give it up for Robert Kelly.
What?
It's too late.
Wasn't that fun?
It's too late. I saw it. That's actually what I see when I think of you.
That was my mom trying to be creative and make us Halloween costumes. That's her creativity.
Yeah, and it's literally unbelievable. And don't forget, it's your poverty too. It wasn't. I mean, if your mom had some bucks, she would have just went down to the store and got your regular.
But this was because this was in Guatemala. There is no Halloween store there.
Yeah, of course. Because it's an American fucking horseshit holiday.
Yeah,
and it's horseshit. Halloween? What the fuck is that? We dress up like what?
we
dress up like the what's that? What's that?
Dia de Muertos. That's what I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, like a skeleton.
Just paint your face into a skeleton.
Yeah, well, you should have dressed up like a little girl in the Apocalypto. Whatever she said.
Somebody said like Children of the Corn. I don't.
I need you to send me that picture so that could be your contact photo when you call.
I think I'm gonna hold on to that one.
The fact this is why you're not funny, Eric. You haven't made that your screen, your fucking on every social media.
Yeah.
You understand? That should be your fucking headshot.
Yeah. That's your avatar, bro. That's you with a disappointed face.
Yes, I'm trying to be good looking. It's not happening. You bring that. I want that picture back up. Bring that back up.
Yeah, let's see it again.
I want to see that again.
Let me pull that up. I'm really regretting having this guest. It's hurting.
It's real. That outfit really matches your pink accent wall, by the way. You lost that battle, didn't you? I'm thinking of making a pink accent. Well, pink, really? Oh my god! Look at that.
This is so classic, dude.
You look. She did a half and half. She did a half a. Look at your little skull face. She did a little. She got an old pumpkin, stuck it on your head.
Dude, I don't know why I'm Raggedy Ann, like a Jamaican Raggedy Ann with dreadlocks, like everyone else.
Yes.
I don't think you're Raggedy Ann, dude. I think you're a homeless person. I think you're fucking your Uncle Jose.
They look like they might be Raggedy Ann. I look like the voodoo doll you buy at one of those Santeria shops.
Oh,
it looks like puppy face paint to me. It's what it looks like.
All right, I'm gonna do this. I'll do this if I can find it. This is what my mom dressed me up as. You ready for this?
What do you got?
Let me see if I can find this. You fuck. Why am I even giving you this fucking gift? Let me see if I can pull it up here. Here, talk while I'm.
So I never really did Halloween, and so once I was forced to like wear if you want to come to this party, you have to wear a costume. I would just grab whatever was at the house. So I went as Tiger Woods like 4 years in a row. I have a red polo and a Nike hat, and I would just wear that. I think I went Obama 1 year, and I didn't even try to do the costume. I just had an ill-fitting suit, and I wore that to a party, and I was like, I'm Obama. Where's the beer at? And like, I never put in effort like how you and Katie are doing it with the.
But you're gonna imagine, once your kid gets older, he's gonna want you to dress up.
Right.
He's gonna want a family costume. Like we never did that growing up. Like my father 1 year took me bar hopping. Like that was the 1 year she let him take me trick or treating. And we legit would go bar hopping, and the bartender would give me like change and like loose pretzels in my bag.
What?
That was
a different time.
Yeah, that was a
different time.
And my mother was furious.
I found it. You ready for this?
Let's see.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Why am I doing this? Share screen, right? Share screen. Can I do it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can share. Ready? Deny. All this stuff I have to do. I'm giving you. What the fuck? Where is it? God damn it. Where's this thing?
Send it to me and I'll share it.
No, I'm not giving you this. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your fucking mind?
Dude, you know friends?
Did it come up?
No.
I'm like sending this to you. That's like giving. You're out of your mind. All right, what does it say? Share, blah, blah, blah. This is just terrible. Why don't you guys use Zoom? What is this fancy stuff?
Glitchy, man. StreamYard is a smoother.
Ooh, StreamYards. What do you have a deal with them? Did they hook you up?
Not at all.
I can't. Can I drag it in somewhere? What do I do?
Send it to me and I'll share it.
Ah, God, this is gonna hurt. And you know what? Your little confidence is bugging me too. Send it to me and I'll do it. I know what you're gonna do. There you go. Did you get it?
Oh, no.
There you go. Oh boy. All right. That's what my mother dressed me as. So God bless your mother, because this is my mother was trying to make money off me on the corner.
All right, hold on. We're pulling this up.
Yeah, of course you are. Yeah. My mother should have been arrested.
There we go.
Good.
So
wait, hold on. What was the costume?
A young girl. I think a young female. I think a young hooker. Back in the 1800s at a saloon. I used to when the cowboys came in from being out. Oh, look at me. Dress.
Wow.
Oh God, this is terrible. Look at little sexy Bobby.
That's wild.
And I think there's actually a sash. I think I was Miss America.
Oh, you were Miss USA?
It says USA on there.
Yeah, I think and she sent me to a party like that. I went to a kids' Halloween party dressed like at a girls' party. And I remember showing up and they were like, the kids at that age were like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is this?
Yeah,
Howard Stern hair. Was that your hair, Robert?
No,
or is that
I did.
That's a wig.
No, that was a wig. That was a wig. That was not my hair.
I mean, I have to ask.
No, I later in life I had hair like that, but not at that age.
So Joseph sent in this picture. This is his mom dressed him up as the Joker.
She made it herself.
Right there. That's terrifying. Trick or treat.
The whole picture's terrifying, not just him though.
I don't know who this. Who's the dog on the right? Homemade costumes.
Yeah, that's great. That's beautiful.
But I love it. So you dress up with Max. You dress with family.
I of course I do. He has we got the Incredibles whole thing, like the what is it, Flash, or what is his name?
Mm-hmm.
Dash. I'm the father, my wife's the mother, and we have the outfits, and I put them on for years, and we run around and we solve crimes in the house. Of course I do.
Oh,
my
I
kid
love
won't
that.
be dressed up. I'm dressing up. Yeah, is that him?
Where we go? What's the mission? Get back here, Dash. We gotta go right now.
Yes. Go. You coming?
I'm coming. You're faster than me.
I love him so much.
Cutie.
Oh,
I love him.
okay, I'm coming.
I love the little face though.
Welcome home.
Just know that I had a camel toe that my wife almost threw up on.
Okay. All
It
right.
did not. It did not. Oh God, do I love it?
Whoa!
And then it gets on you, and then it's
The superheroes. Hey, the superheroes take naps. I think superheroes gotta take naps, right? I'm tired.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, I mean,
That's a good female superhero. We were just talking like one year we dressed up like superheroes, and I felt bad because Katie was trying to find a female superhero costume that was not too revealing. Couldn't find one.
I know it's true, right? They all have their pubes hanging out. It's it's really, we are just. I mean, all the superheroes though were made up in I believe the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
When Playboy and times were different, dude.
Yeah.
Mad Men, and they had chicks. Now, I mean, if they started, there's going to be some, dumpy girl with, that's gonna be her superhero power. Dumpy girl, I can eat everything here. Cancel woman.
Yeah.
You say anything inappropriate, you're canceled. Takes away everything. You're
Thank
just
you,
left with a
cancel
box.
woman.
Yes, thank you.
But how old is your son?
He's 7. Just turned 7 in June.
7. That's awesome. So my son just turned 1 in June, and the boys are how old, Eric?
Maddox just turned 4, and Julian is 7.
What do you guys think is the age where it like starts becoming super fun? That's my son.
I think, to be honest with you, I know people do this a lot, and since I had a kid, everybody's like, oh, this and that, and then when this happens, and this happens, and then this and that.
Yeah.
I've had every single day since he was born has been, and I'm not saying this to be fucking cheesy. I'm really not that guy.
Yeah.
Has been fun. You know what I mean? It's literally the best, funnest, coolest shit I've ever had in my life. Right parallel to the worst shit ever. Just,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
push and pull.
Yes. Yeah. It's the hardest thing ever. But there's no age. There's no age that I've found yet where it's like this stinks, or this isn't as good as it was, or this is better than it was.
Right.
Like I look at that and I can't. He's still the same little kid to me, even though he's 7. I look at that. I'm like, fucking crazy. We're still doing stupid shit like that. We're still having a good time. I don't know if it's because I'm a comic. I don't know if it's because I had a crappy father situation at some early on in my life. But I think every second of it is awesome.
What is totally interesting to me is that guys like the 3 of us who didn't have like the best father situation growing up, I think we take the responsibility so much. Well, like we take it a little bit differently, that we're not going to be the dad that we had to our kids, and therefore we find the fun in everything. You know what I mean? Like I can't imagine my father dressing up like a superhero on just a Thursday and running around the house with me. Like that's wild to even have like that thought, but we would do that.
Your father. I don't know what mine looks like now.
Yeah. But that's cool, man.
I'd have to find mine. I'd have to find him and be like, hey, hi, I'm Bob. Want to dress up as a...
So how's the transition been for you? Because you were on the road a lot.
Transition?
Man.
What are you? Whoa! We talked about that.
Like from being on the road all the time, podcast, and now you're home.
It was a joke that you just stepped on. It was.
I know.
Yeah, he got it. He got it. And you fucking what are you, fucking Jerry Springer? I mean, Jesus Christ, Eric. You said, how has the transition been going? I said that was in private, and you just steamrolled over it like Ricky Lake, like you had some interesting question that the fans really needed to hear. Fucking idiot. These people are home. They're sad and fucking lonely. Their jobs are gone. Their kids are home every fucking day. They haven't gotten a break in 3 months, and you're trying to be serious? Shut the fuck up.
Best first guest ever.
Is it?
The best.
I'm sorry. What were you saying, Eric? Please.
I was asking how has it been for you? Oh my god.
I'm kidding. I'm fucking kidding. Ask it.
How's it been for you now being? You know what?
How's it been for me being home with the kid all the time?
Yeah.
Look, I love it because we're comics and we're usually on the road every weekend. And then when we're home during the week, there's a couple times, or maybe 1 or 2, you got to do a podcast, or you got to do some shit. And, it's been amazing to be able to spend this time with my son. But like I said, it's very taxing because that break of a few hours to go to school, going to boxing or going to camp, that's when you got to do your shit or take care of yourself or kind of have a breather from being that guy and compose yourself. and get your shit together. And you know, whatever things that happen, you can kind of adjust it for when he comes home. You know, you don't get that space right now. So, you know, I've made a few mistakes. You know, because it's hard. 7's hard because, you know, you say stop, no, and they keep doing it. You say stop, and they do it. You know, so I don't, you know, want to fucking yell at my kid, but this is the age where they disrespect you and talk back to you and tell you, you know, and it's like, yeah, you know, go in your room, you know. And my kid knows that. He'll say to me, "Dad, don't yell because I don't like it." And I'll be like, "All right, I'm sorry. You're right, but you're you know, you need to live." And we have these conversations at 7. I don't know if that's healthy, but we do have these. Like, he came in, I was taking a bath. He came in, I was meditating in the bathroom in the tub, and he came in and just gave me a cake. Well, yeah, I was taking a bath. What's wrong with that?
A bath?
Yeah, you fill up the tub with water and then you sit in there.
I've never met another a grown man who takes baths.
You mean most of the world?
No, they take showers.
No, that's only in America, you fucking oof.
I got something European body. Roberto, go ahead.
We've only been taking showers for like fucking maybe 100 years. Everything else has been in a tub. You ever see a Western? What's wrong with you?
Yeah,
you ever see a European movie? They're in a fucking tub with a bunch of fucking brushes and tea and shit.
Yeah, and you're sitting in filth. That's why you shower so you're clean.
I'm not saying that a shower is not better. You're absolutely right. I would definitely shower, but it's a tub once in a while when you're sitting in a body of water meditating is actually fucking really amazing to do one. And the point was that my son came in, saw me meditating, you know, and came and gave me a kiss in the head and just bailed. Like he's not he's not an ass. Like, you walked in, dad. Actually, you know, I'm glad this fucking angry cocksucker's calming down a little bit in a fucking tub of water like a hippo. Yeah.
A bath is nice, Eric. Step your game up, man.
No, I don't take, the boys take baths. I don't.
Little Epsom salt, nice warm water. Yeah.
I did some Epsom and some lavender. Dude, be a man. Men take baths.
Eric.
I didn't. Whoa! Why? No, you're making it a thing of like, oh, I'm saying, oh, that's not a man thing. I didn't say that.
That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like.
No, hold on. No, not at all. That's not. I don't like this duo that's happening here. No, you're supposed to be co-hosting. We're supposed to be a team.
No, that always happens when you have two friends that don't know each other. We bond through smashing you. It's a fact of life. It happens at every family function. Anytime you introduce two of your worlds together, we are going to attack you to bond together. Do you understand that?
Okay.
Just accept it.
That's how life works, Eric.
I love that there's a guy with the pink fucking accent wall and the baby blue pillows, throw pillows, is telling me that taking a tub is somehow not manly.
I didn't say that. I just said I haven't heard a grown man say he's taking a bath lately because it's all about showers. You used to have the most amazing.
It's all about shower.
Well, I still do have the amazing shower. I believe in showers, but I really believe once in a while, draw a bath, put some Epsom salt in it, get some lavender, maybe a candle, get some meditation, and get in there. You know what I mean? And I think that's healthy for my son to see me doing that, being healthy spiritually, or, you know, like my soul, right? Mm-hmm. Our fathers before us, they had to grin and bear it.
Yeah.
So did the mothers. That's why we were fucked up. We weren't taught about sex. We weren't taught about fucking, you know, how to feelings, to talk, to deal with stuff in the right way. You buried it. You forgot about it. You had resentment. You talked shit. You fucking held on to everything your whole life. So you walked around with this shadow cloud following you, and that fucked a lot of us up. And now to have a child and to be able to give them healthy outlets and to see you as a man, I mean, my wife would never do this silly shit, but as a man, my, but as a man, it's good for him to see his dad doing that thing. I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Dude,
I mean, look at your hair.
What's wrong with your hair?
You put hairspray in your fuck. You have
No.
you have a
Pomade.
and a hair dryer, right?
No hair dryer.
Wow, looks good. Looks good.
Robert, ask him how much he pays for his hair to look like that.
So let's get into
How
our
much do you
topic
pay?
today, guys.
How much do you pay?
I don't pay a lot. Don't listen.
How
to
much?
I don't need you guys to attack. It's a $50 haircut. You haven't had a haircut in how many years? There's inflation. It's happened.
No, Eric, tell him the real price.
$50.
How much is it?
It's
This dude
50.
pays $75 to get his haircut.
That was when I was at the other spot. This new spot is 50.
With a
Now-
straight face, this man gave $75 to a probably gay man to cut his hair like that. $75.
I hope it's a gay man. Listen, that haircut. First of all, I want you to lose. I've been praying to
no.
Jesus. I've been praying to many gods.
He calls me from time to time. He goes, "You fat yet? Have you lost your hair?"
I want him.
That's what I get.
I want that hair gone. I know. And look at that forehead has definitely gotten bigger since I met you, but it's older.
It's older. All right, so I have a topic for today because this has recently happened. And Bob, your max is 7, so you're in this age range where this might happen soon, and I was not ready for it. I thought I had time, I did not. So we've been hanging out with some of the neighbors who have kids. We've been expanding our bubble so the kids can socialize and interact because it's hard just to have your kid at home all the time and not have any socialization. And one of the neighbors, a little girl about same age, they showed each other their privates, and those parents were upset, and my wheels were spinning because I thought I had more time. I thought this didn't happen till later on.
There's 7?
7.
Look at man. I walked in on the couch the other day, and he had his penis was hard, and he had it, and he was doing this on the top of it.
Yeah.
And I go, what do you got going on there, kid? And he goes,
What do you got going on?
He goes, I'm playing a video game. I go, have fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
So did you walk in on them showing each other like what? They
were just and it was one of those things where you freak out because you're thinking about it as an adult. You're thinking about the sexualization of it, but there is no sexual. There's just 7. They don't know what they're looking at. They have no idea. So he's just like, oh, it's different. Mine's different, and that's all. But
if you don't talk to them about it, you're gonna fuck them up.
Oh no. So we before we even got into it, because I was like, I started looking stuff up online. I called a friend of mine. I called my therapist. I was like, yo, I don't know what to do. And right away, she was like, that's normal. She's like, you have to talk to them, because if you don't, or if you make it like a taboo thing, you could mess him up with sex and intimacy issues later. She goes,
right.
No, he's curious. Ask him if he has any questions. Of course, he has no questions because he has no idea what he's looking at. It wasn't like he was trying to do anything. He just, let me see. Oh, okay. And it was just like, I was like, I thought I had more time before.
What grade is he in?
He's about to go into 2nd.
Yeah, dude. No, around 1st grade, 2nd grade, you're like, hey, what do you got? Let me see what you got. Yeah, I got yelled at. I remember this girl and her friend took me into a bush, and we did show and tell, and she showed me hers, and I didn't show her mine, and they got really mad at me, and I was like, what? I got nervous, and yeah, dude, you don't want to, private parts and nude and that shit, people who that's weird. You're making it sexual.
Yeah.
In your head. somehow that's not. It's kids. It's a body. Look, we used to walk around naked for most of the time on this fucking planet.
Right.
With things out all the time and titties out. And you go, there's certain places in the world where tribes are still, there's a big saggy cone titty and a fucking nut hanging out. It's Puritan fucking religion, American fucked up shit that we messed up on. It's rich as shit. So no, you catch your kids doing that. You go, listen, you guys might want to not do that. It's inappropriate to kind of, if you want to know about something, let us know. But that is your privates, and you kind of want to keep them private, and you don't want to, take your panties down and stuff. And then, I shouldn't say panties because that's kind of hot, but fucking piece of shit I am.
Keep your song on, okay? You're gonna keep that up when you're on the playground.
Some creepy guy, some creepy fan of yours in a truck just went, did he just say panties? Rewind. Guy, he's fucking turning me on. It's like a lady shadow. That's good, man. And the other parents got mad?
They got mad at first because when it all happened, we were all just kind of like, what the hell? We don't know what to do with this. Yeah. And then as we all processed it and we started talking, like I talked to the other parents, like, hey, look, he doesn't know what he's looking at. Like it was just curiosity. Because also we started talking about, because he started seeing old pictures of Katie with the belly and, but how do they get out? And it's like, oh man. And everything you read is like, you have to be honest with them. Because if you start
vagina.
Yeah. So it was
like, who gives a shit?
Yeah,
what are we waiting for?
You're saying vagina to me. Saying vagina to a 7-year-old gets weird because now they've got that knowledge.
Just get a pear or a peach. And draw something on it. I don't know. Just
look at man. You need to type out the emojis on the screen and just teach them with those. Man.
The best part about being a parent now. And it's also the hardest. I have that joke in my act where it's like being a parent is easy. Being a good parent is hard.
Yeah, right. For sure.
Our parents had it made because they weren't good parents. Yeah. They hit us. They abused us. They gave us fear, anxiety. They used threats, psychological threats. All the bad shit we got in life, anxiety, all this shit was from our parents trying to get us not to be dickheads.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we have to do the same thing, but we can't hit them.
Right.
So we have, use your words, count to 5, and that shit's going to die. But the greatest part is that you can just go on YouTube and Google your questions, and there's 15 people who will just try this or try that, and you can find, you got to be careful a little bit because I remember when Max was a baby, he had he wasn't shitting. He was
we went through that.
Right, it was terrible. We're at a hotel and he's just crying because he's constipated. And I Googled, fixing constipation on a baby. There was some Russian video. It was all grainy, and they're like, "Bend your baby's legs over its head and push." And then I did it, and the shit popped out. And I talked to my doctor the next day. He's like, "No, you could have broke the baby's neck. You shouldn't. Maybe do contact me next time."
But Doc, the video had a lot of likes, and so it seemed reputable.
It worked. The shit shot right out of its. I almost fucking made him a paraplegic, but yeah. So, but the internet is great. You can just go and say, "What do I do?" Yeah, sex. Yeah, sex isn't it's not sex. It's curiosity.
Yeah.
Sex isn't till later when your nuts drop and she gets her period and you want to bang.
Right.
Going, what's that? And going ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Even if you're a boy on boy, it's not sex. It's curiosity.
Yeah.
Right. That's the thing. It's like so many people go through life fucked up sexually because they had to hide everything and everything was terrible. And they might have touched their friend's pecker when they were young and when they were, 10 and I'm gay. And you're married with 5 kids, you're not gay. I told you, when I went to rehab, One of the first days there, the guy brought me into the room, Tom Tompkins, old guy, sweetest guy ever, but would fucking tear your head off in a second. He called me, he brought me in and he was like, tell me the worst secret you have. I was like, what? I goes, I want to know the secret you have. What is the fucking thing that you carry around that you don't tell anybody that fucks with you, that you think about and you've never, I go, all right. I go, when I was younger, me and my friend jerked each other off in a garage. And it fucks me up. And he goes, hang on one second. He goes, send Tommy and Michael up. I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? He goes, don't worry about it. These two kids came up. He goes, Tommy, you ever touch one of your friends' penises? Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Mike, you ever touch? Yeah, absolutely. I jerked my friend off when I was young. Yeah. He goes, everybody does it. That's curiosity. You don't know what it is. You're not trying to fuck your friend. You're not trying to make an extra $10 with your buddy. You're fucking a kid. Nobody taught you what sex was. You're out there figuring out by yourself because nobody will give you the information you need to fucking understand what this is all about. You have no information. You know that a penis feels good, and he has. What is gay? What is straight? What is what is any of it? So
I think a lot of it too that we forget just because we're adults and we've been through it is like our kids are going through this for the first time. Everything's new. Right. Everything's fucking new. Like when Kalino goes outside, he looks at the same bush but sees a different leaf and he's walking over there to go see what's going on. And it's like, bro, that's the same bush. And he's like, well, I just noticed that this branch is on there, so I'm gonna go check that shit out. And that's probably like, the same thing. Of, wait, you don't got a whatever you guys call it in your house? Pee-pee? You don't got a pee-pee? No? Let me see. What do you got?
Now look, my kid will we were at a park one day and he just whipped his pecker out and started peeing on a tree. I'm like, listen, that's inappropriate.
Yeah.
You can't do it, but I have to go. I know you can do that in the backyard, but you can't just whip your goopies out at a fucking park.
Goopies.
Yeah, I call his things goopies. But the other day he called them. He goes, my nuts. I go, dude, you can't say nuts. He goes, why? I go, you can say goopies. That's it. Goopies is cute. You can't say nuts until you're older.
How does your wife deal with Max as he's growing? And the only reason I bring it up is because there's been times where Katie will freak out. There's been times where the kids will have like the little baby boners, and she's just like, "Hey, I don't know what's happening. Can you?" And Julian now at 7, he's got a little hang. He's got a little his little goopies. I'm gonna use Bobby's word, hang a little. And she's like, I can't. What? She's like, I don't know how. I don't have those parts, so I don't know how to deal with them.
Well, yeah, I mean, you gotta teach your kid when he's peeing in the middle of the night why it's shooting. It's like, dude, you got to hit the water. He's like, I can't. It's like, no. It's like,
lay down in the tub, son. I told you.
I go, you got to lean over and think of some fucking hard shit. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, there's been that time where Dawn's like, it's on you. It's like, all right, whatever. It doesn't bother me. He's not going to be hung up on genitals, genitals and breasts. That's what I hate. You go to other countries and they just take their tops off, and you ever at a beach here and some woman takes her top off. Literally, I'm just thinking of dead bunnies because I'm filling up. Because my brain is like tits. Settle down. They're just breasts.
That's a very American thing too, because like you said, in Europe, it's with sex, but it's also with alcohol because they start drinking when they're 16. Everybody's drinking wine at dinner, or they have respect for alcohol, and therefore the bar age is 18, and people are pretty chill. Meanwhile, it's like a taboo to drink in this country, so we're sneaking in high school trying to find it, and then you turn 21 and people go crazy. It's like that's a cultural thing.
Yeah, it's almost like you put so much shit on it that it explodes. You know what I mean? You put so much. It's like when they let the Amish go out for that 1 year, and they just. It's like, what? Poor
This
kid's
has been here
fucking-
the whole time.
Yeah, kid's been building a barn for the last fucking 17 years. Guy was in a strip club doing meth. I mean, it's like
You get 1 weekend, Jebediah. One.
Jebediah.
But it's funny now it's funny being the dad and going through it and remembering what your dad used to do and like those stigmas, like you said, like, oh, that's gay, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. And it's like you don't know. They're just figuring out. Dude, you used to have this joke in your act that I would always laugh at, but I never understood. Now that I got boys, so you used to say you wish you had a sundress. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So that you could twirl this, that. So, and
Yeah.
I talked about this with Mal a couple weeks ago. Maddox has a tutu. He wanted one because he's like, I want to spin, and we bought him one because to me it's like, yeah, there's no stigma to it. And it's funny because one of the other dads was like, yeah, so you just let him wear the tutu. I was like, yeah, he wants to spin. It's fucking cool. Look at him. He's having a blast.
Yeah.
He's got a sword in his tutu, and he's got like a hard hat on and a hammer. Like he's just having fun.
No, I paint my toenails with Max when we go away. He paints his toenails like rainbow colors, and I'll paint my toenails. I had one of my friends like, dude, why'd you paint your toenails? I'm like, because Max wanted me to.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. It's toenail paint. It doesn't mean that I'm fucking blowing guys in a palm tree bush. Well, I mean, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Your kid, no matter what you do, if your kid's gay, he's gonna be gay. If your kid wants to paint, it doesn't matter. Whatever you try to do, it doesn't matter. So you can just enjoy your kid and go down whatever journey they want you to come down on, you can do with them.
Yeah.
And not be afraid of it. You know, you don't have to be afraid of any of it or what is going to come out of it. Because it's what they're doing is their brain is being creative. Their brain is trying stuff. You shouldn't say, like, there's that great Tyson, what's his name? Tyson, what's that? The
Mike Tyson?
No, the scientist guy.
Oh.
Tyson's chicken?
What's his name? Is his name Tyson? I don't even think his name's Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
It's like talking to my mother. The guy, the Tyson guy.
Well, well, he has this great video. I put it on my Instagram where that starts out where he's watching this kid wanting it's raining and there's a big puddle and the kid wants to jump in the puddle, and just before he does, the mother grabs him and says no. And it's like, why would you do that? What he's going to learn from jumping in that puddle, he's going to learn about physics and water and how it reacts to when something enters it and how it shoots out. And I mean, we had a puddle in my backyard. It flooded last week. Instead of going, fuck, the backyard's flooded, me and Max went out in it.
Yeah.
And he had the best time of his life walking around in a puddle. You know what I mean? And he did all this stuff and his brain was firing and all this shit was going off. Instead of being like, let's stay out of the backyard, it's flooded.
Yeah.
Go ahead if you want. Go ahead. Now, don't put your kid in danger, of course. I would never put my son in danger. But if there's no danger, who cares? And
it's one of those situations where it seems like you get the benefit of getting to be a kid for a second too, and you get a little bit like legitimate fun from that. Like when you see your kid happy and you get to do something silly with them, it's like win-win.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think that, it's hard not to live. The one thing you have to do is not live your childhood through your kid. Mm-hmm. So, I have a hard time with that. Shut that kid up. I have a hard time. No, I'm kidding.
He's such a nice dad. He just really loves kids. But I'm not. Here's the thing too. You have to continually try to better your parenting skills.
Right.
Because of the way I was fucked up, so I can't just erase that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that would just go away when I had a kid, and all of a sudden, it started sneaking in, and I'd be like, Maximus, go to your room, and he'd be like, why are you yelling at me? I'd be like, fuck, why am I yelling at him? So I have to do the things now. I'm constantly trying to deal with. Okay, where does that come from? What is he doing? All right, Maximus, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. You're right. But when you do, you could have got hurt or blah, blah, blah. Okay. So there's this constant, I have to continually try to be a better parent. You can't just, if you think you're just going to be a parent, you're going to fuck your kid up, but you're going to fuck your kid up anyways, no matter how hard you try.
Right.
There's things you do that they're going to be like, you did this, but you have to just try to be the best parent you can be. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I think you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember when it was just Julian before Maddox got here. I remember one time Katie was just like, hey, you just can't do the opposite of what your dad did. You have to have some kind of parenting style. Like you just figure it out. And I was like, all right. And that's why I started going to therapy, because like I need to figure out these issues that I'm having before I put them on my kid.
Yeah.
And that's why
sure.
it's good when both parents are involved. And I'm not saying, I know parents that are divorced, but they're both involved. I know, it's good when both parents are really trying, because you kind of help each other out. Hey, you did this, don't blah blah. So me and my wife are a good yin and yang. I know when she needs a break, and she knows when I need a break.
Yeah.
And this COVID shit has really put the strains on a lot of parents,
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens to these kids, because they were taken out of a lot of these kids were taken out of a social environment and put into an emotional prison, basically, and the parents were too. But the one thing that happened is the parents and the children had to interact more and become a family unit.
Yep.
So it's kind of like the 70s, right?
That's
back in the day when you played in your backyard,
Mm-hmm.
But I do think it's important. Me and my wife had this big talk. He's got to get tested. He's okay. We're okay. You guys are okay. We need to get together. I don't care about your life. I don't care if you don't like us as parents. Go fuck yourself. It's about the kids. They need to play, fight, make up, learn that social thing. They need to do that. So that's important.
Yeah, that's what we did here on the block. We have one of the neighbors there, Julian and her about the same age. And then there's another little girl that's about Maddox's age. They go to preschool together. And it was that same thing of like, you're supposed to socialize them. And then all of a sudden they're taken out of that. It's like, we're going to mess them up. We have to figure out a way to let them interact.
Yeah, so we have to.
Yeah, man. Mal, you got a lot to look forward to, man. First, the diddling. You're the baby still, but he's gonna get there.
How old your baby, dude?
He just turned 1 in June, so he's 1 year and 1 month. But I feel lucky that we're going through this with him this age, because he's gonna have no idea. Like he'll come out on the other side, and hopefully, everything's fine.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're there all the time, which would be great, So
for sure.
Yeah, when you come out of this, he won't have any idea of it. My kid, your kid, they know COVID sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty amazing that we're making it through this pandemic and keeping it together. It's pretty amazing. The kids are really kicking ass right now.
Right.
For sure.
I mean, not your kid. Our kid, because your kid is just one, but our kids are killing.
Bob, we got to get you on finally, dude. Tell everybody where they can find you.
Well, I got a show every night called Calter and Kelly. Me and my number one best friend, Mike Calter, have a show on my Patreon, patreon.com/Robert Kelly. It's around 24 shows a month for like $5.
Wow.
I do a Tech Talk show, Tech Talk with Bobby and Friends. I do an interview show out of this shed. We have like, Colin Quinn, Gary Gulman, Ron Bennington. We have casting directors, actors, musicians have all come up here. Those are all up there, and it's all on my patreon.com/Robert Kelly. that's pretty much how I'm making a living right now because all my gigs were canceled. So, and then we do this crazy show. Of course, YKWd on Tuesdays. It's around, I don't know, over fucking, I don't know, 15 years I've been doing that or something like that. So it's a great channel and it's not that expensive and it's a lot of fucking, a lot of content.
Awesome.
So you're ranking your friends. Where do I land? You said number one best friend. Am I?
You're in the 30s.
I'm in the 30s. I'll take it. I'll
That's
take
top
it.
50, bro.
Yeah. You mentioned Gary Goldman, Colin Quinn. I'll take 30. All right.
You used to be in the 20s.
What if I send you the Halloween picture? Does that move me up?
What, yours?
Mine.
If you frame it and yes, that would move you up to 22.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That would bump out Brian Scalaro for the 22 spot.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us. We are here every Thursday, 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You guys been a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Robert, go follow him. Thanks again, Bob, for doing it, man.
I'll see you guys later. Thanks for having me on.
Later, bro.